What if Toyotomi Hideyoshi had AI? How far could he have taken his empire? When we talk about Japan's three great unifiers of the Sengoku era, the names Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu always come up. But among them, Hideyoshi's rise was the most extraordinary, Japan's greatest rags-to-riches story. Born a poor farmer, he climbed all the way to the top and became ruler of the entire country. Today, we'll dive into the turbulent life of this master, strategist, and imagine what could have happened if he had the power of modern AI at his command. From farmer to ruler, an unthinkable rise. Hideyoshi was born in 1537 in Owari province to a humble farming family. His childhood name was Hiyoshimaru. He was short in stature, had no samurai lineage, and under normal circumstances would never have made it into the history books. But Hideyoshi had a rare gift, the ability to win people over. As a boy, he was the natural leader at local festivals, earning the trust of elders and peers alike. Eventually, he left home to pursue a career as a warrior, working under several minor lords before entering the service of Oda Nobunaga, starting at the very bottom as a low-ranking attendant, earning Nobunaga's trust with a small miracle. Soon after joining Nobunaga's household, Hideyoshi famously warmed his lord's sandals inside his kimono before handing them over on a cold morning. It wasn't just a gesture of kindness, it was proof he could anticipate his master's needs before being told. From there, he excelled at logistics, camp layouts, and battlefield preparation, quickly rising through the ranks and earning Nobunaga's deep trust. Daring tactics that defied convention. One of his most legendary feats was the construction of the one-night castle at Tsunemata. By assembling the frame of a castle in advance and erecting it seemingly overnight, he tricked his enemies into believing an impregnable fortress had sprung up out of nowhere. At the siege of Takamatsu, Hideyoshi dammed a river to flood the enemy. Castle, a bold water attack that forced surrender with minimal bloodshed. The road to unification. When Nobunaga was assassinated in the incident at Honnoji, Hideyoshi executed the famous Great Return from the Chugoku region, marching his army back to Kyoto at lightning speed to defeat the traitor Akechi Mitsuhide. He went on to crush the Hojo clan in the siege of Odawara, subdue northern Japan in the Oshu campaign, and by 1590 had unified the entire country. A genius at winning hearts, Hideyoshi's greatest weapon wasn't the sword, it was his mastery of human relationships. Through lavish tea ceremonies and grand public events, he charmed samurai, nobles, merchants, and commoners alike. Even defeated enemies were often welcomed into his ranks and given new opportunities. If Hideyoshi had AI, now imagine Hideyoshi with modern AI technology, capable of processing massive amounts of information, predicting enemy moves, and reading psychological patterns in real time. During the siege of Odawara, AI could have identified weaknesses in the Hojo clan's supply lines and pinpointed internal dissent, drastically shortening the campaign. In diplomacy, AI could analyze the culture and history of China or Korea, crafting proposals most likely to win peaceful alliances without a fight, from ruler of Japan to ruler of the Pacific. If AI had guided his overseas ambitions, Hideyoshi might have established trade hubs across Southeast Asia and negotiated with European powers as an equal. The adoption of firearms and naval technology could have accelerated, expanding his reach far beyond the Japanese islands, perhaps even dominating the entire Pacific Rim. What do you think? If Hideyoshi had AI, could Japan have become a global superpower centuries earlier? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On this channel, we explore what-if scenarios where history meets AI. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next episode.